good evening, good morning, good day, whatever it is, my fellow grudge bearers, Heir of Carthage here. And I'm an old man, so I know a thing or two about bearing grudges. So thank you for joining me today. We are going to continue, obviously. At this point, you've recognized the Clan Angren campaign. And we had started a big war against the followers of Nagash. And they deserved it because they're bony and worthy of grudges. And we don't need any other reasons. But if I have to, I'll just state reasons and grudges. So, they did step on our lawn once. That's another thing. I am thinking about going and helping the Empire kill off the Barrow Legion. I'm pretty sure that I have a...
Hail, Mountain Lords! May your horde increase!
I could get a military alliance at this point with Balthasar, and we probably should. He's not fighting anybody that I wouldn't be willing to fight. We already have an access agreement with them, so let's propose that.
Right.
And then I want to make sure I have the same with the Reichland. We do.
Our allies of the mountains.
So I'm going to go ahead and take this army and risk stepping away from my territory over here in order to go and fight the Barrow Legion. Just see no reason why not. At this point, it'll give us something to do with this army. It ought to be capable against vampires. Go ahead and do a little bit of building there. And I do believe we need to end our turn once we take care of some skill points. And let's see what all skill points. Just the one set of skill points here for our Thane. And let's end that turn. I have been thinking about what campaign to do next. Please keep leaving your suggestions about what Total War Warhammer 3 campaign you would like to see. I think I want to play on the standard Immortal Empires map for the next one. Though I do want to come back to this mod because Chaos Robbie is constantly updating. He's already got a newer version out than what I'm playing on right now, but he's also kind enough to provide the older versions so that your save games aren't lost to time. So that is really a nice thing to see there. But yeah, I do want to play on the old world map again at some point. But for now, I think the next one will just be on Immortal Empires, and I've kind of been thinking about themes. In my own spare time, I've been playing as Eltharion, because it's been a while since I've done the Batman thing. I feel like that I didn't spend a ton of time on Chaos Dwarves, and I could certainly use more Chaos Dwarves. I mean, I'm open to a lot of things. So I would love, like I said, to hear some suggestions from you all on what you would like to see as far as the next campaign goes. Now, how far am I going to play this campaign? I don't know exactly at this point. I will achieve ultimate victory if we shut down all the vampire factions. That could take a very long time, longer than I'm willing to put in, potentially. We've already won, essentially. It's extremely unlikely at this point that someone would successfully destroy us. So I'm not even worried about that. So, I mean, it depends on what you call victory here. In my mind, we've already won. It's just a matter of time at this point, but you know, we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna keep moving just for the sake of kind of trying out something different. We did pick up a hammer in that army to replace the long beard we had lost, and I might move up in an ambush stance. You're forbidden. All right, let's see here.
Forwards.
I am going to step right up there. We're going to hold that ambush stance. I'm still doing some replenishing. Replenishing is going to be poor because we're in an unpleasant climate. We might actually replenish quicker in enemy territory as long as we're within the right stance. And we can certainly build more buildings at this point as well. And, not build more buildings, build more armies, I should say. But I am right now kind of busy just dumping my money into my empire, because why not? Feels like a thing that we can do, and rather than build another army that I just don't really need at the moment, I'm gonna go ahead and use my money to get all of these buildings taken care of, because it will just make us wealthier and stronger. And again, why not? Could build a ranger thing here, but I don't really think that does anything super special for us. We already have a defense building. I mean, I won't be able to take a ton of advantage of it, but I mean, it's an oath gold and a little bit of extra tariff money. I can't build it up to level 4, but, you know, it's probably still worth it. We have a garrison lord, of course, that we have not moved, and I do not intend to. Let's go ahead and end another one. I do want to gain as much oath gold as I can. I have access now to both the Iron Warden's tankard and the Old Guard tankard. I think that's the name of both of them. And both of those are healing items, and they're some of my favorite items in the whole, what do you call it, the rune smithing or whatever you do over there, the forge. There are definitely lots of good items, though, like the character runes and the unit runes. All those are useful. You can certainly be spending your oath gold on that. I think that at this point, though, I've still got quite a few characters who need the heals. And the heals, to me, make a really big difference. They can many times mean the difference between winning a battle or keeping your lord from dying. And is really quite handy. All right. So, we did see some movement from the old Tomb Kings here.
I forbid this.
You forbid nothing. You'll take what you get and like it. This is the army, I think, that had to do a big fight. I might go ahead and hide this one in an ambush stance as well. Just see whether we can tempt the Tomb Kings closer to us. I'm gonna kind of move up further. I could get in behind these guys and attack them on this turn. What kind of garrisons does settlement have? I mean, it's a pretty good one, but I don't think it's enough to stop me. We're gonna turn around and be attacked immediately by that army, though, so we probably ought not to get too cute. I'll move up a little closer. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and stick right here for a turn where I can replenish a little. We'll see whether we can get the attention of one of those armies. Alright, again, just dumping my money on in here. It would be good to get anything that produces oath gold. And that would be this armory. Because we definitely want to crank out some serious oath gold. Let's go ahead and build that. So many buildings to be built. So many buildings. We have not done this mission with Belegar. And he happens to be right next door, so we will do that while we're there. And then our army... Where be it? Where's the Reichland? I'm confused about where I'm at. Like, so yeah, here's where I'm at. Why am I... Is it further west? Oh, here I am. Wow, I was so confused there for a minute on where I was. In case you didn't know. Oh boy, we found some vampires here, folks. Underway interception? It says I'm gonna lose? I mean... I'm not really sure where you're coming up with lose here, but... Let's see, increased AP and penetration. That would be great on the organ gun. And let's see, this Rune of Dismay. It's a passive ability. Effect radius. Let's just put it right in the middle of our infantry line, maybe? And a bonus versus large. We'll throw that on the Slayers. And then enable magic attacks. I'm going to put that on the Slayers, too. Just in case they run into some Hex Wraiths on the flanks. We do have an engineer in this army, which is very nice indeed. Really? It changed and said that I was going to win with just those going on? And it's very strange. I mean, we are going to win, so I agree with that assessment. But like the whole Pyrrhic victory, I don't really agree with. This is just going to be an outright victory. I feel quite confident in that regard. The vampires just don't possess anything here that is terribly dangerous to me. So, let's see what we get. This army will need to level up a lot more before it becomes a lot more formidable, but I mean, we've already got bronze chevrons, and should be packing some... Oh, it's an underground battle, so we can deploy wherever we want. I love it. I'm absolutely here for it. And I want my organ gun in range from the very beginning of the battle, is what I want. That should do it right there. I'm going to wheel up my Longbeards. Leave a little bit of space here, leave some Slayers in a second row, and then I'll have my Quarrelers. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that'll do right there. And then we'll put our Lord up front, backed up by the Runesmith, and then I'm gonna have my guy out here. Alright, let's do this thing. Wow, they deployed way far back. I'm not really sure why. Cannon go for the Mortis Engine. And there was, yep, right there, Graveguard Great Weapon. I'm gonna target that. Oof, took a chunk out of that Mortis Engine right off the bat. Which these guys had the magic attacks. Only this one did, but might get a shot at that as no hex wraiths coming that way. Alright. Starting to put some hurt out there. There's another Graveguard Great Weapon coming from the other flank. Let's put one more volley there, and then let's turn this. Take down that Mortis Engine, please. And I'm gonna tie down their Master Necromancer. And there we go. All right. All right, the Master Necromancer is definitely getting hosed. And speaking of getting hosed, our Organ Gun has done some pretty spectacular work. I'm gonna target the Hex Wraiths actually with it. I got a Longbeard I'm gonna pull back in here. Go ahead and start refilling some ammunition. And what do we got here? Drang everything, I love it. Alright. We are looking to be in good shape here. We've got the vampires held. Got those Cairn Wraiths out there. My artillery is just absolutely savaging the enemy right now. I'm targeting these large units out in front of my lines. And the vampires don't have any leadership. And then we destroyed the Mortis Engine. And that is certainly not helping them. My Longbeard here has really taken a bit of a beating from those ghouls. Let's throw some help over here. I'm gonna keep targeting. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, the artillery has been absolutely savage. Look at the kills on the organ guns. 278. Yeah, so I don't know where that prediction was coming from on the part of the AI. I mean, it was so far off, and it was plain as day that that was not going to be the case. The vampires just did not have an answer to, like, my units. I mean, they had a little bit of AP in their infantry, which could be dangerous, theoretically, to the Longbeards if they had long enough to fight, but I mean, they had no answer to that range. I mean, you had good tools like the Mortis Engine and these Hex Wraiths and stuff, but I mean, you just didn't have anything to back it up. Like, so those tools could be dangerous against certain of my units on their own, but the whole army just didn't possess anything seriously threatening to me. I need to replenish now, but we did win ourselves a good victory there.
This is impudence.
And there's another vampire stack back there, but we will do our best to help the Empire out. We picked up some good cash from that battle. We also picked up some Oath Gold, so that helped us a little bit on the Oath Gold replenishment front. And there we spent our money. We do have unassigned skill points. Our engineer picking up the... I could go ahead and get Flash Bomb. And then let's grab Requisition here. I like focusing on Requisition and Triangulation because this improves the damage output of our ranged units. And in a Dwarf army, that's everything, in my opinion. So you definitely want to spend your time building those out. Let's see. Let's put points into Rune of Slowness.
For the
And then our
wisdom of
Thane
the
here. Go hard to hit and Deadly Blade. Actually, let's undo that. Let's do hard to hit and then training, because we could use more chevronage on this army. We are now, I think, once again ready to end a turn. I don't believe anybody else has movement points. They do not. And we've spent our income on buildings. Let's see what little Archon does here. We seem to be destined to slay bony boys at the moment. Now this is... Okay, this is going to be Archon, and he attacked... Well, whichever army this one is. I don't remember if this is the one on the east or the west, but regardless, we should be in good shape. He does have a casket. The casket is going to have long range, but we also have our cannon with long range. So we should be able to overcome the casket. We do need to watch out for all these chariots. So we will deal with those. They attacked me. I don't believe this was an interception. So I might deploy back in that corner since they attacked me and let them come to me in the corner where I can protect my flanks. Because with our flanks protected, these guys don't have a prayer. I mean, these units could potentially be damaging. As long as I save some ammunition on my cannon, we should be good to go. This is another army that really could use an engineer, by the way. Oof, that terrain is most unfavorable. Alright, I decided to take up position on this hill. It basically guards my flank entirely back here and forces the vampires into an extremely unfavorable effort to surround me, if that's what they want to do. But it makes it easier for me to guard myself from the front. I actually think I'm going to take my cannon and actually reposition it there, and then reposition my flame cannon where my standard cannon was at. I think the way that the reinforcements are coming, my cannon will now have the best range, and should be, I mean, only really freaking scarab swarms, and they're going to hit me with a whole bunch of crap army abilities here, apparently, which is annoying. This is not exactly a super safe position here. I'll leave that unit there for just a moment. Okay, so the AI is still on their way in. They will probably try and wheel up with their artillery, like, get just in. They're still shooting all that crap at me over here, and then scarab swarming me. As long as I don't lose any entities, my bugmans will heal that stuff off. That stupid legionary strike, or whatever the heck they call it. I don't know. Obviously, I can't just shrug that one off, but they only get so many uses of that junk, so hopefully it'll be finished here. Come on. Tomb Kings are slow. We're definitely going to want to target that Terrorgeist. We need it to be dead. Otherwise, it's just going to overfly our lines. I'm concerned about chariots. They can punch through our lines usually pretty effectively. And then they'll probably try and surround me either with the Black Knights or the Hex Wraiths, or both. The Hex Wraiths are over here on my right-hand flank at the moment. Try and leave my Lord far enough out front here to lure in some of the strikes, and we are just about inside of cannon range, but they are also just about inside of their range. They're going to stop here at any moment and just open fire on my infantry. That's exactly what they did. That is irritating. Well, no, they actually fired at my Lord, and that is a really poor decision that I'm okay with. Alright, I need to kill their leaders. So I'm actually going to target their leader. They're still shooting kind of at my Lord, which is okay. That's a waste of ammunition on their part. With the... Oof, we hit their Lord hard with the cannons there, and that got their attention. We are under fire. It kind of sucks, and they are shooting at my hammers, of course, because it's the most expensive piece of infantry on the battlefield, so it's going to be their focus. We need to kill their leadership. We want to have a chance to outlast the rest of their garbage. Freaking hate that casket right now. I've got a stupid skull catapult in range now as well. Yeah, Lee, it hit the crap out of me right there. I'm gonna scooch up just a little with these units. Of course, I mean, it is just hitting me dead on nearly every shot. I'm gonna go ahead and swap this unit out. And of course, they've absolutely shredded my hammers. Color me not shocked. Their lord is very damaged at this point. My organ guns are almost inside of range of their flame cannons. I'm gonna actually target over these skeleton archers. Okay, we killed their lord. I'm actually gonna target their Terrorgeist now. Man, it sucks. I mean, they are waylaying my hammers. Not exactly shocked, though. Okay, we need... Alright, let's hold on just a second. I need a big rune of slowing on their leader. Otherwise, I'm just gonna let my... I'm gonna target their leader here. Alright, our leader acted as very effective bait right there. Out of position right there. Trying to target their leader, it's ineffective at the moment. I'm not really having an effect on the target. Gosh, dang it. I'm getting some cover against their artillery. My own. Let's... How did my artillery get knocked off? Okay, so the AI is just cheesing right through us. Here, I'm gonna have to fall back. So yeah, they've just cheesed right through my infantry up front and got immediately into my cannons, so that is exceptionally bad news for me. But the good news is for me, they didn't try to outflank me. And it means I should be able to bring reinforcements to bear. We're suffering from terror routes, which is exceptionally annoying. They're continuing to pound me with artillery, so again, bad news for me. I didn't know Longbeards were susceptible to terror routes. They shouldn't be. But I've got a unit back here that sure enough looks like it's terror routing and won't come back. Even though its leadership is at half or over. It's gonna go all the way off the map like that. You gotta be kidding me. This is some BS if I've ever seen it. Some fat BS. There is no way that would have happened to the AI. 100% chance that that does not happen to the AI. Yeah, and they just cheese their way straight through my units and are just sitting on top of my Bugman's Rangers at the moment. They've got their summoned Shabti right on top of me as well. This stupid chariot unit. I'm gonna pull out of that fight, see if we can get into that chariot unit. These chariot units have got to go. Okay, we actually just cleaned that up. And then their lord is nearly dead over here.
Withdraw!
Give them a little bit of rune magic there. This is not a pretty fight. In fact, it's a rather horrible and ugly fight for me. And it's really only being propagated by the fact that they have chariots that are just cheesing through my units.
Ready?
But we're gonna make it through.
Withdraw!
It's a nasty fight, but it's not a fight they're going to win.
To the High King!
Unless that casket won't run out of ammunition back there. I'm gonna get rid of these skeleton horse archers real quick. Trying to pursue these stinking skeleton chariot archers. There's another unit of them up here, because of course, just no shortage of annoying skeleton chariot archers.
Ready? Take them down! Go! Killers!
Another annoying unit there.
Runesmith!
I'm gonna slow that unit significantly. We've kind of gotten this unit buried. This one cheesed right through that unit to come back into my bugmans. My bugmans are gonna be a little bit resistant to those chariots. They're gonna, all right, now they're all done. So we kind of outlasted them. It was not a good fight. I needed a better secure position, but both of the corners were kind of a no-go. That hill right there may have been pretty good, to be honest, but you saw the issues I was having where some of my units were trying to rout on me, even though I don't really know how. Like, a Longbeard leadership routes with over half the unit left and runs all the way off the map. Like, I want to hope that there was maybe some magic involved there, which there's no magical unit here. It really looked to me like a terror route, which is kind of ridiculous because Longbeards are not susceptible to psychology, which is the specific reason I picked them for this task. So that was really quite frustrating. And of course my hammerers just got hit by artillery and were largely ineffective because of it, but whatever. We dealt some damage to the Tomb Kings. We'll just fall back into the settlement, continue to replenish. That damage that we did to the Tomb Kings there may be enough for us to get an opening with the other army, and then we have reinforcements on the way, of course. We're going to be able to catch this army underground, and it says that we're going to lose a Slayer unit. That's obnoxious and stupid. So I'm going to fight this in order to not lose said Slayer unit. They've got two Necromancers, and then I believe that's just a Vampire Lord. But they're not going to live. I think we managed to save our artillery in that last fight, which would be good because I don't want to have to re-recruit that. That was really frustrating, that fight was. They just have all the cheesy units that can go right through my lines, the chariots. Chariots are just the bane of dwarves and ever will be. Okay.
To the High King! The ancestors watch!
Okay, got my guys in position. We will see who's gonna lose any Slayers, but it won't be me, I can promise you that. Alright, you guys hit those Graveguard Great Weapons, and then I guess I'm gonna target the Cryptors. They're kind of the easiest target. Those Vargeist concern me a little. I'm actually gonna go plug that gap and move my extra Slayers over here to face off. Yeah, look at this, they shot right through that gap. Alright, think you're cute, do you?
We fire on your command! They have wronged us! The next kill is ours!
Okay. We have begun to gun these units down. Let's see what those Vargeist decide to do. I'm gonna kind of move up and countercharge. Cairn Wraiths got into my engineer and just darn near immediately KO'd him. That's really annoying. I didn't see that going on out there. Do a little bit of work here. We've got to kill the vampire leadership. So I'm gonna go for, and of course they just bypassed me over here while I wasn't paying attention, so that's the second massive mistake I've made in this battle. So I'm gonna lose my artillery as a result. I was sitting here saying how I wasn't gonna lose stuff, and here I am losing stuff left and right. And then their guys are playing the stupid dodgy game with my infantry. Let's kill these stupid dire wolves. Alright, so dire wolves are gone. Well, I didn't lose my slayers. I just managed to lose, like, basically everything else. My Thane is also just getting his crap handed to him over here by the Vargeist. I suppose that makes some sense. There's 2 units of Vargeist over there, and they're armor piercing now. It's taking me forever to kill their necromancers because they're just running around like chowderheads trying to dodge all my arrows. I mean, ultimately it is the correct move for them to be making, but it's extraordinarily irritating. I don't know what's going on with that unit. It's got to come back to get on their weapons. Alright, we've gotten rid of both their necromancers. And I'm going to keep picking at the larger targets here. And then I've got my Rune Lord. So our Thane got a little bit sliced up. But it's okay, we're going to survive. Wow, that was way uglier than it should have been. I think the auto-resolve might have been better for me there. I mean, the auto-resolve earlier was a complete joke against me, and this time it was apparently in my favor. I just didn't know it. I didn't know that I was going to just allow their units to run right through me and attack my artillery and nearly kill my engineer. And isn't that funny too? Those wraiths mauled that engineer right next to the line. But my engineer came back from routing and stayed on the map. But in that other one, my Longbeards ran like 300 meters off the map and wouldn't come back. Which, again, a convenience upon conveniences. Alright, well, we've got some things to take care of in this turn. We had some battles there that were not nearly as clean as I would have liked. But, you know, it's late in the game. It's fun to still have some challenges, so that's the way we'll take it. We'll take it as an increased challenge. Okay. Bush foiled. It was not that army, so it was this army that ended up in the big fight.
Can I help you?
I'm gonna take this army into enemy territory. Because we're not quite in enemy territory, but we're close. Alright. Go ahead and build this territory. Alright, we've taken care of those 2 armies. I need to get this army into a replenishment capable stance. We're going to have to fall back a little bit closer to allies and kind of recuperate some of our wounds here. Okay, let's finish up Tactician. Take a look here. Axe Lord and Tactician we need to be focused on. Do Rune of Negation, and then we're gonna need Scarred Veteran. Got some more skill points here. Let's put it into Scouting, and let's go into Damping.
Yes.
Got her to hit. Let's roll a Deadly Blade.
My axe thirsts for war.
Requisition. Okay, we do have 231 oath gold.
What?
Let's go into the details on this lord. We do not have some of the good stuff here. Let's head into the forge and let us go to talismans, and then we're going to get the old guards tankard here. In fact, I can probably go ahead and get a couple of old guard tankards. And we can go ahead and stick them in this army, which is kind of deep behind enemy lines, so let's go down here and take advantage of those. So old guard tankard for this lord. And then let's go to his Thane.
Let us begin.
Drop an old guard tankard on there as well. We are lacking a lot of other equipment. We do have a shield here that we can throw down. But as we get more oath gold, we can try and rectify that situation. But there we go. That old guard tankard will do us some good there, because we'll have the ability to heal in battle. Which, like I said, makes a pretty big difference. All in all, I think I'm going to tear this building down because it just doesn't really belong here. And I'm going to put in the armory so we can get more oath gold. Since we have a lord on it. So Belegar has not moved, and he's standing right in front of the quest battle that's a long time coming. So let's go fight that quest battle. Alright, it's going to be against some greenskins. Go knock that out. The Shield of Defiance. Sounds like a shield worth having. Well, this army hasn't really upgraded a whole lot since the beginning of the game, other than us picking up the Bugman's Rangers. But we should still be quite powerful. We do have a couple of hammers.
Yes, my king. Today is a great day. Today we kill Urks. Today is vengeance. Even now a throng from Caracazal approaches the green filth from the rear. We are honored to drink the orcs from the front. Let them face our might. Let them see what Darwy of the Angron clan are made of.
Okay, alright, we got the greenskins out in front of us here. Get our grudge thrower up. Alright, so I've got my infantry in position. Get all these guys into a defensive stance.
Let us bleed for the clan.
Okay. And Belegar right up front. Alright, we are good. Start firing at those orc biggins. Actually, I really don't care about the biggins. I'm gonna start shooting at the air boys. They've got bolt throwers back there as well, so the AI is gonna be in some pretty rough shape here. Kind of caught between two artillery pieces, and they can take their pick. I've got the Goblobber honed in. It's firing already. I would imagine the AI is probably going to get reinforcements here soon and try and get in behind us. I'm going to take my engineer and target their...
I'll get my tools.
Target their wyvern.
War of vengeance.
Alright, grudge thrower is effective so far. I'm shooting at the wyvern with my engineer.
I'll do it.
We did hit him. Alright, now there's reinforcements coming in from behind our allies, but so far I'm still safe in my position. Yeah, we are taking a big chunk out of that orc war boss. I'm gonna shift my bugmans to my left because that's where most of the enemy is coming from. Wow, we are taking a big old chunk out of this guy. Alright, our bugmans are gonna open fire and presumably cause just horrendous damage. They have 55 missile strength. And our engineer has almost collapsed that wyvern. Let's smoke bomb these guys and kind of slow them down further.
Going quickly. Kill them.
Yeah, our bugmans are absolutely shredding the greenskin forces here. And I am all here for it. Yeah, we've routed their orc war boss. More reinforcements coming on from back in the back. I would think, presumably, the greenskin army is going to be routing in short order. And they are. Let's drive them off the battlefield here, then our bugmans are gonna clean up the rest of this mess. It's like they're continuing to get reinforcements out in front of me. I'm gonna actually start running my heroes in that direction. I mean, no one's coming back over here. Let's go ahead and take this army and start moving forward. Go ahead and scare these guys all the rest of the way out. Alright, this engineer, I'm gonna move up and start poking some shots at these trolls. They should be easy targets. I don't know whether we're gonna have reinforcements come in from behind us as well. So I am gonna keep my army together-ish. Let's go ahead and close the distance some more here. Once again, let's go ahead and close the distance some more. Okay, yep, there's some reinforcements pretty close to me. Let's just move up right to here. I'm gonna get these guys attention here. Alright, we should cut down these reinforcing troops in a pretty big hurry. I'm gonna keep relatively defensive here. I'm not worried about these heroes that are kind of out in front of the army. Oh, the greenskins are kind of getting chewed up there. Those guys got terror routed. Alright, let's move up again. I don't know how many more squads of reinforcements we're gonna have to face, but
I suppose. Yes, yes.
pop the old crown of command on some of those guys. Scalf Whitebeard's army, I appreciate them. They have kind of just been meat shields for me here. It's very kind of them, in fact. Alright, I'm gonna open fire with the grudge thrower. I think this battle is pretty well over. Whew, man, look at those bugmans. They're just absolutely melting the enemy. Alright, let's get up in here and finish this off. Alright, almost over, folks. I think there's just the one more unit over here. Hit them with a little Helm of Discord. It's a troll unit, so I don't expect that they're gonna hold out. I still don't see more reinforcements. Okay. They have a squig herd. Looks like came back over here, and then they've got a troll unit. Let's move up our bugmans and help put an end to this even quicker. Shoot those squigs by chance. They're not enormous targets, but I love how they're just like waddling their way forward. No particular hurry.
Come together, lads!
Alright, I've moved those bugmans up quite a lot. And then they've got their thunderers there, so that is it. Not a difficult battle, and I didn't expect it to be. This has been around since the very beginning of our campaign. I just haven't had... Well, I've probably had opportunities to do it. I just haven't really been that worried about whether or not I got busy to do it. So Spiny Face Smasher, or Spinny, sorry, gets his face smashed, and we're going to pick up the Shield of Defiance. And that ought to be a pretty good end point for this episode. I do hope you all enjoyed this one. It was good to be back with you. I am extremely busy still at work, very tired. About another week of this, just like kind of pushing through, and I should be kind of back into a more normal cadence, but I've been trying hard to keep the videos coming for you this week because I was sick previously, and I really do hate it when I can't give you all content to watch. It just feels wrong. I've been doing it for so long now that it just kind of feels like a part of my life, and I do not like not providing it for you. Is that another battle? It's like right here as well. I think it is. Yeah, it's another one. So we'll play this one next time. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you soon.